welcome to another day of the Agile Scrum. And we are finishing today week 6, and next we'll transition into week 7. But before we get started, I have hit the record button and I have welcomed you. So, what we are going to learn today before we start, let me remind you something which we believe in repeating, okay? And that is nothing but our own protection. That is on this path of learning is code of honor that protects our chattering mind, that protects our that protects our goal from the excuses, and this is called as code of honor. The 6 code of honors we are going to run through. I would like to request Prerna if she can start explaining and running us through with this. Prerna, over to you if you wish. Prerna, you can hear me, right?
Yes. Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Most welcome.
Yeah. So, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to this again exciting session. Today we have a lot in store for you. But before that, let me get started with the code of honor. Why code of honor? I hope everybody still now knows, but still the importance is very pivotal for our learning. The first point in code of honor is to show up live. Okay, show up live, that too on time. Why on time? Because it basically shows your integrity, it shows the commitment, it shows your sincerity towards this entire I would say uh, your path towards success. So when you are there in the session on time, it gives everybody, including you, a sense of achievement that yes, I am here, I've chosen this path to get my career started, to get into my new role, and I am here in this session live with my full mind and my full dedication. So that is why this is the first and very important principle, that you have to be in the session, you have to show up live and to be on time. And I'm very glad that most of us, or rather all of you, do that, and you are on track with this first code of honor. Okay, so next please, Gaurav. Yes. Second most important, along with the first one, is be a full stack student. What do we understand when we say be a full stack student? This simply means whatever assignments, whatever I would say tasks we give. Till now we haven't given much, but they are in the store. Like, sometimes we ask you to register on some portals to learn about Jira or other portals, or sometimes we ask you to prepare BRD, FRD, or do your research, uh, just like to learn some, like many a times what we say, this is not so important, but yeah, good to know topic. So we recommend you to read on something, topics like SQL, that is structured query language, or topics like understanding more of Excel. That though we give you a very good understanding, but we also recommend you to go ahead and do your self research. So and repeat what you learn. Yeah, this is rather my favorite. I have been very I would say consistent in requesting everybody, not only in this batch, but all the batches, that whatever sessions we are done, we have completed. Those are all are uploaded on this our YouTube portal, and we also share the links with you. And then it's your like it's definitely very important and very useful for all of you to go ahead and rewatch them. Okay, why do you rewatch or re-listen to them? Is like right now you're in the session, I'm pretty sure it's like towards the evening or late night. Sometimes you might be exhausted, or right now what you're doing, you're listening to me. Maybe during the session you take some notes, or maybe your mind wanders a little bit here and there. So when you rewatch these sessions, what happened? first of all, it's a conscious decision, right? You want to revise, or you want to reiterate the concepts that we taught you in the earlier session. So you watch that session, you listen to the session, your mind, your concentration is there. And this is a very experienced phenomena. Whenever we rewatch or re-listen to something, we actually kind of find the missing pieces. Sometimes we understand, we explore the things or the topics or the you know this the understanding of a particular topic which we did not properly got in that session. It happens, or you kind of I would say relate to that topic a lot better. It's simply like revision. Nowadays we all are on online world or the internet world, so we are lucky that we have this recording thing. During our school time we did not have this, so it was to be, we used to rely on our notes, or whatever we could remember, or going back to the teacher or the I would say mentor. But now we are lucky in this electronic age, we have this recording. So it's very easy for you, for all of us to learn, and to repeat the learning or to revise. So being a full stack student is very, very important, and it's going to help you in the very long run for your future also. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Yes, take full responsibility. Now this is, I would say, a life mantra. It's not only this code of honor, but this is a life mantra for all of us. Sorry. Whatever we do, okay, whatever we do in our life, or whatever decisions we take in our life with respect to our career, personal life, marriage, education, in the work, whatever we do, we must own it. When I say own it, that I mean that we have to take full responsibility of it. It can lead to success, it can lead to failure, right? The result is not always in our hand. Like, for example, we have our board exams. In India we have 10th and 12th board exams, and in US you might have, like, the secondary, or kind of like exam, or college exams, or entrance exams, right? So our job or our intention is to prepare for them with the full responsibility, definitely, by following earlier two code of honors, like giving your complete dedication, being punctual, showing up live in the session, doing self study, self analysis, and revising, and then taking full responsibility of that complete task, right? So you have to own that. And then the result is not in your hand, but at least it is my personal understanding and my personal opinion that we have to give our fullest. It's not even 100%, it's 1000%, or to the infinite. You should not have any doubt in your mind that, oh, I would have done that, oh, I should have done that, that could have resulted in something better, or I could have given more to it. No, you should give so much that you're like, when the result comes, whatever it may be, you're like, I gave my best, I did my best. It's like those athletes running in Olympic matches, or competing in any kind of competitions, maybe swimming, whatever it is. And then that is the moment wherein you have to give you 100%. So same way, for like right now we are here for your learning, for getting you placed. So now we have many activities in store, like we'll ask you for BRD preparation. We'll also have one session where we'll kind of test your presentation skills. We are encouraging you to prepare videos and share with us. So ultimately those are highlighted on our Guru Schools channel, so that ultimately kind of I would say it's a very good way to attract and impress HRs worldwide. We all know Guru Schools have a very great, I would say, company connections with the other companies, IT companies especially, and then they are always in connect with our YouTube channel. They always check what are new, candidates we are having. We call it candidate pool or resource pool. So having your and then first of all, Gaurav does a fantastic job of collating and preparing very interesting videos wherein everybody is given a decent share, and their understanding is, their videos are showcased, I would say, not only marketed, showcased on a channel. So all this happens, and so you have to take that responsibility and dedication. And most of the time, I'm just giving that 1% to the universe, for whatever reason maybe. Most of the time you will, or you do end up in success, or you get success. And this is a life mantra, okay? If you put in your everything, I would say, heart, mind, soul, the result would or should be success. So we are working on that. Yes, Gaurav, next please. Yes. Now, this is one of the very, very important tool, I would say. This might, these things, by the way, might look theoretical, but trust me, these are very practical. We have been, or other Gaurav have been, explaining this, code of conduct from our first session, and everybody has benefited from it, okay? Everybody, not a single person even complained or asked questions. Rather, people are very excited to learn this, to follow this, because this actually gives you a discipline, this actually gives you a direction, this actually gives you a channel through which you can go towards your success on the, successful path, or towards your future. So mindset, what kind of mindset you should have? Rather, I will start with what kind of mindset you should not have. Okay. First of all, if you have a complaining mindset, if you have a regretful mindset, if you have a comparative mindset, if you have a negative mindset, okay, now this is all, I would say, opposite of what you should have. You know in what situation you end up. Like, on a particular day or in a particular scenario, if you are just complaining, like for example, you're leaving, per se, in future you're leaving for your office and you're late, okay, and you start just scribbling, okay, the breakfast was ready, my alarm went off, what a day, what is that, what is, and then, definitely you're gonna get a flat tire. Definitely you're gonna get hell lot of traffic. Definitely you're gonna get all the signals. Definitely you're gonna be delayed more, and ultimately the day in office might go not so great as well. Why? Because you ultimately attracted all this, because you started your day on a definitely not so great note. So to avoid all this is just an example of starting your day on negative or complaining mindset. Just to avoid all this, you have to have a positive mindset, rather a learning mindset, complaint free mindset, and gratitude mindset. Please tell me, you understand these words? Yes or no? All of you? Positivity,
Yes.
learning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All of you? I could
Yes.
hear
Yes.
only three yeses. Yes. So the thing is, we all know this, but still we are so adamant, or our body chemistry, or our genetics, or our, I would say, childhood traumas, or childhood, I would say, upbringing, or whatever reason, the energies along with you, the people with you are, or the kind of environment you are, you're always kind of pushed to not get into this or not follow this. You might have your family members who are little on the other side, and you're like, what's the use, people there are people who are very sadistic, there are people who are with negative attitude towards life. Trust me, they just don't go far, because their energy is like that, or their understanding of life is that. But here we are totally getting into the right zone. So with the positive mindset, looking at the brighter side of life, looking at everything as an opportunity, right? Considering, this is my personal following also, considering every situation as a learning or as a possibility. You have your exams, don't get scared. You have your interview, have this, first of all, have this thought in your mind, the gratitude thought that I'm so blessed to get this opportunity to have an interview, to get an interview. You might have some ex-colleagues or your family members or your friends, they're searching for their job, they're not getting interview calls, and look, you are here, you have gratitude. And then when you don't complain about something, when you are when you have this gratitude feeling, you are happy with what you have, with your life, with your health, with your job you have, or with the current situation you have, the roof on your head, the food in on your plate, everything, the family members. And that ultimately shifts your energy to a positive level, to a happy level, I would say. And then the learning gets more easy, it gets more enjoyable. It's an I would say easy path to follow. And ultimately all these things, along with positive mindset, takes you towards success in the form of having a peaceful mind, having a learning mindset, having a positive mindset, having an attitude to achieve something in life in a very positive. So it's very, very important. Yes, Gaurav. Next point, please. Yeah. Increased receptivity. When I say increased receptivity, is like Gaurav has shared this strangest secret recording with you. Trust me, it's one of the superb recordings to hear. It's a little bit longer, but then you can also listen to it in a 2x mode and 1.5x mode, wherein, and then the best part is you can listen to it anytime. You might be traveling, you might be cooking, you might be taking a walk, you might be doing some household chores, might be doing anything. You just have to listen to it. Your body frequency, your mind frequency, your brain frequency automatically tunes up on a higher level. Okay, trust me, these are some of the easiest ways. You don't have to sit and chant anything, you don't have to give your too much of time and effort and energy, or leave everything aside and do it. No, you just have to be there and listen to it with your full heart and mind, and you're halfway there. So it's very important to listen to that. And second is golden quadrant of learning. Okay, now this is one of the superb thing that we do here every day. And I'm pretty sure you all must have right now experienced the benefit of it. So it's like we have to declare with an anchor about how we are going to learn. So we have to learn, we have to draw, we have to summarize. Okay, so how do we do that? Here we have this PPT presentation, we teach you things, and we have some I would say we have diagrams, or we have some concepts. We encourage all of you to sit with the pen and pencil and to draw or take notes, and whatever way you feel comfortable. You can also have some keywords mentioned. It is my way is to study when I used to study for boards, or anything that is very important. You have these keywords mentioned of the points which are the highlight of the answer, or a highlight of the interviews. And then you have to summarize in the form of making videos, uh, sharing them on the group, and working on your camera facing experience, working on your public speaking experience. So now here we are to our everyday ritual of declaring to the world, to the universe, about what we are going to achieve today and every day. Okay, so I'll just request all of you to repeat after me. Let us start with, I am a quick learner. All of you.
Anchor. Let's put an anchor as well, because that is very important right now. Yeah,
Yes, as in.
The
anchor
self
as in the
clap.
clap, self high five.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay. I was
yeah,
going to do that. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Okay, so all of you, please start with the clap. One, two, three, clap.
I'm a quick learner.
I'm a
I'm a
quick
quick
I'm a
learner.
learner.
quick learner.
Yes. What others can learn and master, I too can do
What,
that.
What
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 others
others
What
others
can
can
others
learn
learn
and
and
can learn and
master,
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 I
I
too
I
who
can
too
do
can
too
can
do
that.
do
can
that?
that.
do that.
Yeah, we repeat this one more time. I am a quick learner.
I am
I
a
am
quick
a quick
I
learner.
I'm
am
a
a
learner.
quick
quick learner.
learner.
What others can learn and masters, I too can do that.
What others
What
But
can
What
learn.
others
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 can
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 learn
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 and
and
master,
and
I
master,
too
I
can
I
do
too
that.
can
can
do
do
that.
that. Now, the last and most important line, because I'm an awesome learner,
Because I'm
Because
an
I'm
Because
awesome
I'm
an
an
awesome
awesome
learner.
learner,
today's learning is going to be super duper easy to me.
Today's learning
Today's learning is going
today's
to be
learning is going
super
to be
duper
super
super
easy to
duper
me.
easy.
easy to me.
One
Easy
more
to me.
time, because I'm an awesome learner,
Because I'm an
Because
awesome
I'm an
Because
awesome
I'm an
learner.
learner.
awesome learner,
today's learning is going to be super duper easy to me.
Today's
Today's
learning
Today's
learning is
today's
learning
going
learning
to
is
is
be
going
going
to be
to
super
be
duper
super
super
easy to
duper
duper
me.
easy to me.
easy.
Just one round of small claps, okay? Just to get us started. All of you. Yes. Thank you. Say thank you to yourself that you are here in this session to make your life and future better. Okay? Just say, you can say in your mind or you can say loudly thank you. And saying thank you, by the way, is one of the best, or rather, it's a magical word. So keep practicing that. That's an additional one. Okay. Yes. And this is also a very, very, very important code of honor, giver. Okay, we always there is a phase when we say the receiver, I would say, how it goes, the receiver may feels better, but the giver sleeps better at night. Something goes like this. That simply means there will be hundreds and thousands and maybe billions of people who are eager to take, but people who are eager to give in the form of anything, kind thoughts, love, energy, whatever may be, or materialistic thing, but they sleep better at night. That means they are on a very different level. They are on a uh, you know different level of frequency. So giving, on the path of learning, we always encourage that we have to be spiritually grounded. We have to be connected to our cause. We are here as a soul, or as human beings. We are lucky to get this life on the earth. So it means that we have to give back to society, not for them but for us. I always feel, or it's rather, it's kind of explained already, that when we give something to someone, it's not them but we feel happy. It's my personal experience. So on this journey, what we have to do, whenever you get placed, or even right now, if you can, you have to share 10% of your earning to any foundation, any societies, anywhere. It can be orphanage, it can be hospitals, it can be schools, it can be anything. It can be a particular family, or if your friend who is in need, or anybody, any kind of organization, non-profit organization preferably, wherein you can give your share. You can give that that you would feel happy to help them, or rather, I would say, encourage them. Help is not a great word to use. Encourage them. So you, and one more thing which I personally follow is appreciation. So we always say, what you appreciate, that appreciates you back. Or when you smile at something, like when you smile at life, life smiles at you back. it's as simple as that. So when you appreciate yourself, first of all, what you do, how you do, and what others do for you, like what you do, as in, okay, you should rather be thankful and appreciative of yourself, that in this evening time on a Sunday, you are there, dedicated and attending this session, first of all. So you should say thank you to you. I just want all of you to just very genuinely just say, keep one hand on your heart and just say thank you. All of you, please. Thank you. Just say it loudly. I want to hear it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And that thank you was to yourself. Okay. It was not to me, not to anybody else. It was just for yourself, that you are grateful to you, that you're doing this, you're taken this leap or this path of getting ahead in life. That's one thing. What others do for you, others means everybody except you. That can be your parents, your spouses, your family members, your mentors, maybe guru schools or any other organization, or maybe your earlier company, or anybody and everybody, your friends who are helping you. So you have to be thankful of whatever they're doing to you, whatever, for them being in your life. Okay, for them being in your life, supporting you, supporting your decisions, talking to you when you need, or guiding you whenever you need. That's also, great enough. People who are interested in your life, in your growth, are always important to you, to us. And rather, we should also be such people for other people in your life, like for your friends, for your juniors, for your family members. So we have to appreciate them. And even what does not happen to you. So many a times we might have these thoughts, oh, I did not get this job, oh, I should have done that, oh, I mean, people have this tendency. It's human nature, right? But you have to work on it. Not everybody is born as a saint or as, on that frequency, but we have to work on it. So whatever has not happened to you, or does not, or rather is not happening right now, still be grateful. You do not know what that path was, right? So we might have heard many stories wherein, when things don't go the way we planned, but ultimately they turn out to be better than perfect. Okay, so this is the way life works, this is the way universe works, this is the way everything is worked out for you, for your best and for your future. I'm not sure how many of you believe in energy, or believe in the universal guidance, or believe in all these things, but trust me, they just simply work. It's just like you might be saying, I don't believe in air because I can't see it. So simply, just like air, we have this frequency, or we have this rules, or not rules, code of conduct, wherein we follow our heart because it's followed by science. Okay, everything is science, everything is energy, and everything is taken care of. So whenever you have any kind of self doubts or any kind of negativity, always remember this. Take a picture of this code of honor, because this is gonna get you, in a very long way in your life, in your career, in your overall journey. So I'll thank Gaurav for to giving me this opportunity today to start with this every day. Gaurav, start this with a very superb energy. I hope I have done some justice, and and by the way, I really felt awesome to start our session with this. So thank you so much for all of you to be engaged in this, and to respond to all these pointers. I would say thank you so much. Yes, Gaurav, over to you.
Thank you so much, Prerna. Amazing, amazing, amazing to hear from you. This code of honor, and welcome once again to everyone. And last time, what we looked up was documents and template. How many of you remember that? Did you? Do you remember? Say yes
Yes.
if you. If you
Yes.
don't, just say
Yes.
no. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much for your answers. So yes, last time we were working on documents and template, and I came to know that you guys are still working on it. So amazing, amazing, amazing. If you are still working on this, can we have a round of applause for yourself? Let's put a hand for you. Thank you so much. Amazing. This is amazing to hear that you are engaged, you are working on this. So what today we are going to learn? Today we are going to learn is something amazing. Uh, so yeah, assignment we just now came to know. By the way, in case you have not been summarizing yet, you are missing out on a very, very, very big thing. So don't miss out in summarizing. That is through the video recorded by you. That is 1 minute or 2 minutes shorter videos. Okay, summarizing what you have learned. So what we are going to learn, Prerna, would you like to just take from here, and then tell me whenever you want me to take? Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. Uh, Basically, Gaurav, I wanted to explain about the HRMS, I would say, domain. Can I start with it? So you
Yeah,
can take the
sure.
other ones? Yes.
Sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because it's one of the, I would say, very relatable, easy, and many a times widely used a domain, wherein, so it's good to have knowledge about that.
Sure. Do
So
you
guys,
also want to share something on the screen? Or
no, no,
you?
no, no. I can just
Okay.
explain, because most of them, it's the words are heard. It's just the explaining I just want to share. So, guys, it's one of the very interesting, and I've personally worked on this domain in early of my career. It's HRMS, we call it. It's Human Resource Management System. Okay, simply what the HR in your company does. Okay, you might have worked as an HR earlier. You might have heard, or you might have your friends from that department. So it's first of all, it's a very important department because it takes care of all the activities related to employees from the actual work they do, starting with first of all, starting with searching an employee, so the recruitment part. Okay, so the searching, recruitment, onboarding. Please let me know if you know, if you don't understand any of the words. I'm pretty sure you know, because nowadays the similar words are used in schools and colleges also. So first of all, you look for a good candidate. Like right now, HRs across US are looking for candidates like you. So they're already searching. Okay, so tomorrow, when they find your CV, when they see your videos, when they see how confident and comfortable you are with the topics, then they'll contact you. They'll set up an interview, or they'll have this recruitment process going on, post your selection. So all these things, I'm just starting. All these things are part of the HRMS project, or HRMS domain. Along with this, onboarding, as in once you have joined, assigning the, I would say, an employee ID to you, employee code to you, sharing the benefits as per your level. Like in banking in India, we have this system wherein, as per your level, like, if you're a senior manager, if you're a vice president, if you're an assistant manager, as per your level, your benefits changes, increases or decreases, in the form of, I would say, reimbursements for phones, or housing loans, or car loans, or any kind of, this is a banking advantages I'm talking about. Okay, so these kind of things are also, or these are like policy which is already mentioned in HR. So those policies are there. So for all this, many a times in major MNCs, we have these portals, we have these internal portals, or internal applications, right? So HRMS system will have will have a section, or will have a unit or a module wherein it takes care of a recruitment. So you'll have to enter a candidate's name. Okay, this candidate, we are, so what is the current stage? Okay, we are taking an interview of the candidate. So candidate's interview is scheduled. So that is the status of that candidate I will, get if I search on that candidate. So that's one of the module of HRMS. I'm just explaining you in plain English the overall workings of HR. So tomorrow, if you get a project, many a times HR related projects are given in house only to the company itself to develop, to work on, because HRs are definitely comfortable with the employees to talk about their policies, because some of them are secretive, some of them are very confidential, so they do not want any outside firm to develop or to know about it. Okay, so that is why this domain is very important. So this was one of the important starting with recruitment process. Second, once you're onboarded, your salary, your negotiations, and your annual appraisal. So all of we have this annual appraisal thing going, thing that goes in your organization. Annual appraisal, half yearly appraisals. Anybody doesn't know that, please let me know, ask. Are you aware of annual performance appraisal process? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, do I
Yeah.
need to explain that? It simply means whatever you have worked on, you have delivered, you have to showcase that, you have to explain that, then your reporting manager will or rather, I would say, judge you on the basis of the KRAs, that is key responsibility areas, wherein what you had given, what work you had given, and how did you, I would say, completed your task, or how did you stand up against that. So in our current organization also, we have an internal portal wherein you have to, first of all, in the beginning of your year, you have to put in your KRAs, like what are your work areas, specializations as per your knowledge. Like in your case, tomorrow, if you're working as a BA or as a Scrum, then delivering projects, delivering as per timelines, ensuring customer satisfaction, managing team. I'm just giving a very gross level highlights. It can be very granular, like if you're working in a particular domain or particular technology, then understanding this domain, or delivering a particular project, if you have any name, that you can mention. So for this also you have a portal. Okay, so this is a part of your HR portal. So annual appraisal and your compensation parts, your compensation details are also mostly uploaded or saved on a portal, wherein you can go and download your pay slips, download your I would say bonus, performance bonus documents. See, all these things are important and are required when you need to file your taxes first of all, or you whenever you are searching for a job, or whenever when you have to just check what is your annual increment or annual bonus. So that these are things are also a part of an internal portal. Okay, so and many a times companies encourage you to access from office, but due to this post COVID or during COVID scenarios, they have extended this accessibility from your personal laptops or your phone and thing like that. So that is also an extension of HRMS model. Earlier it was only we call it it was an intranet, that is it was only accessible on your office network, but now it is pushed to internet, wherein you can access it from your home, from your personal laptops and phones, and you can get the data. So along with recruitment process, your compensation bonus or your salary component is also an important module in your HRMS. Then there are many others. I'd like to take a few models more. There's attendance. In many companies, they follow this school wide like system, like you have to be on time. I've known some of the smaller organizations with less budget. They actually kind of deduct your leaves, or at times, strangely, your salaries if you're late. After continuous time, so you have to be on time. So attendance is tracked very closely. Also, your number of hours putting in are also kind of monitored, I would say. So if you have to be in office for 9 hours, your check-in check-out time, your breaks, this is on I'm just explaining in detail. It is not done in every organization, but yes, you are supposed to put in the expected hours. Nobody goes and checks it until there is an escalation, but it's always recommended to be in the good books, to be sincere, and I think we all are. I'm just explaining. So yes, your check-in and check-out time, your last checkout of the day is considered as your final checkout. Your first check-in, like when you enter into the office, it can be from a thumb impression, it can be from your ID. So that is that is mentioned. Then all these I would say employee policies with respect to health insurance, with respect to like purchasing of car and a house, in case of banking organization, all the code of conduct policies. Yeah, even nowadays everybody is very prominent and particular about this. So all these policies are also stored and maintained in company's website. Audit policies with respect to banks, with respect to organizations, those are stored in on the portal. So all in one, HRMS or human resource management system is a very first of all easy to understand. Second, very useful portal, wherein all these activities, if you know, it's a good to have information, right? So tomorrow if you want to access some of your documents or your medical, maybe you need to apply for some insurance for some of the to cover some expenses of your parents. So all these things are mentioned in HRMS. So tomorrow, if you're working on a particular application as a BA for this kind of domain, you should know what all tasks they take care of. There might be many more, like welfare or donations. They might be like, for example, during COVID, in our organization also asked for donations, and how that is taken care of. With how many hospitals we have tie up for insurance. So there can be n number of things, but what I just mentioned are the highlights, or they are the most important, I would say, tasks or responsibilities with respect to HRMS. So I'll still recommend you to read more on this. There can be n number of things, but what I just mentioned, attendance, remuneration or reimbursements, that can be of any kind, your travel, your phone, or anything, those are all important models of HRMS. And all in all, it's a very easy to understand domain, because you have actually seen the people working, and there is no technology or no, I would say, extra learning required. You can see how they talk, you can see how they work, you can see the portal, and that's about it. So it is very plain. That's why I always I start with this domain, because it's really, so you can visualize and connect, right? Let me know, however, how many people can connect with what I just said, if they have worked, or if you have seen anybody else working in your family, in a company, and when they talk about these things. So yes, these HR related tasks, have you all heard of? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
very
you
much.
are already
Yeah.
aware. Maybe, they do this or they take care of that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So I'll encourage you to read more on this. If you wish to, if you have any doubts, please reach out to us. I'll be more than happy to, go ahead. And guys, I have a hard stop today. I have some prior, appointment that was on an urgent basis. So I'll request Gaurav to take it from here.
Yeah,
And
thank
thank
you
you
so
so much for
much.
your time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Prerna, for grabbing this and explaining us about HRMS as well. So yeah, thank you so much, and you can continue. We'll take it from here.
Thank
So
you. Bye.
yeah,
Take
bye
care.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Prerna. Bye.
Yeah. So
Thank you,
guys,
Prerna.
are you all set for getting into another domain, learning? So we will be starting with the healthcare through this slide. So are you all up excited? Are you all ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
super.
Yes.
I believe and assume so far you might have taken notes as well. So what we are going to do is that we are going to get into the healthcare dive now. So in healthcare, what exactly happens, we are going to understand. I hope my screen is visible. You can understand in this slide that we are still continuing by explaining the domains, because you must have the domains knowledge as well. Do you understand that as a business analyst, you should know in and out of all those domains that are available in the market?
Guys, wait a
Hello?
second.
Yeah, I can.
Is
Yeah,
it?
wait a second. Looks
Okay, now I am audible to you. Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
Yes.
okay. Somehow my mic stopped working in between. So yes, I believe that you answered me as yes. Let's continue. And here is the healthcare. First, we will understand healthcare. So, in healthcare, what exactly happens? What kind of products you know in healthcare industry? Can any of you tell me that what kind of products you know in healthcare?
Medicines,
Medicines. What else?
injections, and all the dripping supplies.
Medical devices,
Medical
Yeah.
devices, injections.
pharmaceuticals.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. You all are right. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Doctors.
Yes. So whatever you just now explained or mentioned or quoted, these all are products. These all are introduced in the market first. Okay. What exactly happens? The moment these devices, these injections, these tablets, these medicines are introduced into the market, they remain at the very first place the patent. One of the company who come up with the idea, and they launch into the market and they start serving to the society, and its demand continues to grow. Okay, the moment its demand continues to grow, what happens? Any idea what happens? The more demand continues to grow, they create a
We have
demand.
Yeah.
more. We have to produce more.
Yeah, they have to produce more. And also what they see in the market, they don't have any monopoly, and they start realizing that they have got competition. Do you agree with this? That
Yeah.
then you
Yes.
see that
Yeah.
various companies
Yes.
come together and they also start launching it. And because they were dominating initially the market, they start seeing the maturity phase. In this maturity phase, what exactly happens, because of the high demand, you know, the price point start becoming the major issue and bottleneck for them, because they were the patent owner. They had introduced that product into the market. They continue to grow, and they happen to experience the maturity point. Because of the competition, their price continue to become the pain point for the society, because the competition is there who are ready to sell other similar identical products at the lower price point. And there then comes, they start experiencing the decline in the market. Okay, have you ever experienced the same thing, that in any product what exactly happens? They are first introduced, they continue to grow, then maturity comes, and they are declined and discarded by the market, because their competitor are selling the exact similar product just for the lesser point. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is how healthcare industry then works. And then they continue to introduce a newer version of it. Say for example, corona, COVID vaccination came into the picture, and they continue to grow, continue to grow, continue to grow. Someone introduced the powder for this. Someone introduced the oral pills for it. Someone introduced, some sniffer for this. Means you need to just snip some medicine, and that will go away. That will cure the COVID. So these kind of enhancement is continue to happening. And the COVID example is best suited. Like it all started with vaccination, and now people are really looking for oral pills. Have you also heard about it? Yeah,
No, I didn't.
not yet.
No.
Okay,
No.
so oral.
Paxlovid.
Sorry, someone said something.
Paxlovid, sir. Paxlovid is the medicine.
Yeah, Paxlovid is the medicine. So yes, thank you so much for sharing. So oral pills are there. They are gradually coming up. And in case it is not today, that is going to come later. In some days, you will get to see about it. Okay. Say for example, I'll give you another example. When started cold and cough, people used to go for injection. Then came the pills, and people used to get the pills. And then came what? Then came Vapora. They used to rub on their nose, and then came what? Inhaler. Have you seen these all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how they are evolving. Okay, so this is what healthcare works, and this is how this healthcare life cycle we have understood. So are you clear with this, the life cycle of healthcare industry for healthcare products? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, super amazing. Thank you so much. Now we are going to take a deep dive towards the payment clearance system. Payment is one of the domain of the banking domain. Okay, so payment is one of the domain of the banking domain. Then what are any other domain of the of banking? Any idea? Payment is one. Then what are others? Any idea?
Withdrawal. Withdrawal. Checking.
Okay. So anything else? Any other answer?
Deposit.
Transfer.
Okay, so
Loans.
these are the
Loans.
features. These okay, loan is one of the domain. Excellent. Who answered it? Who was that?
Sir Ruby.
Ruby, thank you so much for answering this. Can we have a round of applause for Ruby as well? Thank you so much. So yes, loan is one of the domain, payment is one of the domain, because loan comes with its own entire life cycle, payments comes with its own entire life cycle. Then comes what? Any another example apart from payment? What else?
Fund
Lockers.
transfer.
Finance?
Finance. Okay, so loan and finance may go hand in hand, but still, thank you so much, Saman, for bringing this up. Any other example? Think. I want you to be a thinker. Payment, loans, and then finance. Okay, what else?
Mortgages.
Mortgages will come, mortgage finance will come with the loan only. Aparna, thank you so much for sharing the state. Think differently that what else can come, and it's still part of the banks.
Interest?
Interest, okay, that's the part of all the
Yeah.
domains. Yeah. So yeah, anything else? Can you think? From bank, what do you all receive? Think
Oh,
accordingly.
cards.
Cards. Yes, Sawan, thank you so much for answering. Can we have a round of applause for Sawan as well? Thank you. Very well said. So if you remember anything else, you can put into the chat window that these are also the domains. Okay. So for now, what we know the mortgages or loans or finance, we know the cards, and we know payment as well. There are a few more we are going to look in the coming slides. Look at them in coming slides. So we are going to understand the simple payment clearance system. So, in the payment clearance system, there are two parties always involved. How many parties?
2.
Two.
Two. Exactly, two parties. One is the giver, another one is what then?
The receiver?
Exactly, you are right. One is giver, then another is receiver. Then there should be one mid party who will settle the things between giver and receiver. What they do? This mid party, what they do generally? They do
They
what?
Yeah.
settle
They
the
settle the giving and receiving mode of the giving and receiving mode of anything. It could be check, it could be payment in any mode, through fund transfer, through electronic clearance, through ECH, through ACH, through RTGS, and through NEFT or through IMPS. Have you heard these name of these modes?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone has heard this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, even
A
if you
few
have
of
not heard everything, few of exactly. ECS is called as electronic clearance system. Then RTGS is known as real-time gross settlement. Then IMPS is called IMPS and fund transfer are one part, and also NEFT is the part of the same fund transfer. Okay, so and apart from NEFT, I also mentioned ACH as well. So yes, these are the payment transfer mode. So you and when I'm talking about these modes, so I'll be explaining in detail that what all goes behind the scene. So, are you all set to take notes? Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
we are going to see the Fed wire fund transfer transaction. And in any kind of fund transfer, this is going to get involved. So, when we are talking about giver and receiver, say for example, one is A, one is giver is known as A, and receiver is known as what? B. What? Receiver is known as what?
B.
B. Exactly. So what exactly happened? Customer A requests $1 million in its depository account of Bank A to be transmitted to customer B's account located to another depository institution. Okay. Now what exactly happened? You know that customer A has a Bank A, and he holds an account inside Bank A. Okay, and he passes one instruction to his bank to debit $1 million and then credit into bank B of customer B. Okay, you understand so far whatever I said?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
exactly happened, as bank A has Bank A has the account of customer A. In the similar manner, Bank A also holds an account in the central bank. Okay, and in central bank, say for example, in every country there is one central bank. Okay, like in in the USA, there is a central bank, and its name is Federal Reserve System. Have you heard of this name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Bank A holds its account with Federal Reserve System. Now the bank has also an account, and direct the end customer has account with the bank. So what exactly happens? Bank A, because he has got the instruction to transfer $1 million. So what it does, Bank A transfer $1 million for customer A by sending a message over Fed wire authorizing the Federal Reserve to electronically debit Bank A's account at the Reserve Bank for $1 million and to transfer the $1 million to Bank B's account. Now, what exactly it does? What it sent? It sent what? One message. What
One
did it send? One message.
one
One
message.
message.
So what kind of message it would send? Will it send a text message or WhatsApp message? What kind of message? Any idea?
Like authorization.
Yeah, authorization message. Do you know what these messages are called as?
Like a OTP.
No. OTP is for the customer. Okay.
Okay.
One time authority password. So that is entered for authorization purpose for the end customer. But here in the system, what bank transferred the messages via Federal Reserve System are called as various messages. Okay. But the most known messages are called as what? Swift messages. What they are called?
Shift messages.
Yeah, SWIFT. Let me write in front of you on the whiteboard so that you will remember. Now I want you to do some homework with this. Okay, you need to go and learn about Swift messaging. There are various type of Swift message. They have been given a number: Swift 941, Swift 942, Swift 943, and 85 and whatnot. Okay, these numbers are meant for a different purpose. Okay, say for example, one is for the balance check, one is for report generation, one is for fund transfer, one is for bulk payment and various things. Have you written the taken the note of this message? Swift message. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. So you need to do your research on this Swift message. So let me reshare. Swift messages are sent via Federal Reserve System. Now next what happens? Once the payment of $1 million is credited to Bank B's account, who transferred this payment first? First,
Customer A
customer A to the Bank A, and then Bank A transfer where?
to Bank B.
Bank
Yeah.
B.
So first we request via Federal Reserve System, where Federal Reserve System authorizes because it received the message and message gets confirmed. So what exactly happened? Bank A gets debited by $1 million, and because it gets debited, because it received the message as well, the transfer happens towards Bank B. But Bank B also holds the account inside Federal Reserve System. Now what exactly happens? From Bank B's account, $1 million which has been received by Bank A inside Federal Reserve System, Bank B now debits Bank B's account, okay, and credit inside Bank B's customer's account. Are you clear with this? Everyone is
Yes.
holding
Yes.
an account over here. Now, once the payment of $1 million is credited to Bank B's account, the Fed wire fund transfer is completed over here. Okay, and for most fund transfer involving online depository institutions, the time that elapses between when a funds transfer message is sent and when a payment is received is a matter of seconds. Okay, it quickly happens, like you receive a text message. Okay, however, settlement takes time. What does it take time?
Settlement.
Settlement takes
Settlement.
that, and
Settlement.
that's the very reason sometime you experience the delay because it comes have you ever seen these 2 points, ledger balance and available balance in your account?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so ledger balance is something which is in progress and available balance is the exact amount. Okay, sometimes some payment is to be clear but it is on its way, the it is almost clear but it is yet to be reflected inside your um, account. That's why you come to see ledger balance. Okay, now what exactly happened, because customer B uh, customer B has been debited and credited, so so what happened, bank B's account has been debited, okay, from Federal Reserve System and credited to customer B at how much? $1 million. So once the paid wire transaction is completed, bank B makes the designated $1 million payable and available to customer B on the day payment occurs. So it's all about making it available for the designated customer and to the receiver. So this is how the entire life cycle goes. First, it gets raised by the requester towards the financial institution, and then financial institution it goes through the messaging services to the central bank, and from the central bank the debit happens into the designated bank, and then designated bank, because its account has been debited, now it gets transferred and designated to the receiver's account, that is customer. Are we all clear how it gets settled? Yes.
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 Yeah, so
Yes.
now the part is that swift messaging and more deep research I would love to hear from you, and in case you can explain it in better way in your 1 minute or 2 minutes of video, nothing like that. Even Ruby, if you feel like doing so, you can definitely participate as well,
Sure,
because you are
sure, sir.
also
Sure.
listening. Thank you so much. So healthcare done, payment clearance done, let's see what else. Okay, the second one is policy life cycle. By the way, because you said loan, by the way, you said mortgages, by the way, you said finances, and you said payment and cars, we also deal something which when it comes to insurance with the banks. Do we do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So inside insurance also there are multiple domains. Okay, like I asked you, in the banking there are multiple domains. In the similar manner, in insurance also there are multiple domains. One domain is life insurance. Another domain is non-life insurance. Third domain is the claim settlement, because these all have their own life cycle. Okay, are you able to connect with me? Are you able to sound it easy for you to understand? Is it
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay? Thank you. So what we are going to see, for any insurance, for any be it live or be it non-live, what exactly happens behind the scene, we are going to understand. Okay, so it has got another billing life cycle as well. So we will try to organize everything together, bring everything together, and we will try to understand the entire life cycle as a whole. So let's understand, for any insurance, when how it gets started and how it gets ended. So what do you all know what happens in insurance sector? How many of you have taken any kind of loan? So can you tell me who all are here are with the loans? Are you with the loans? Not loans, sorry, insurance. Have you taken all insurance? Everyone? Who has not
Yes.
taken it? Okay.
Yes.
I believe no one would be here who has not taken it. Okay. Thank you. So when it comes to insurance, you have taken the insurance. Insurance is for how long? Anyone can give me the answer? Insurance period is for how long?
It can be as short as year or as many as years if we talk about the life insurance.
Come again, Sonali. I couldn't hear clearly. Please repeat what you said.
I think it should be until whatever time we'll be paying the premium right for it.
Okay, but initially, Sonali and Ruby, initially it will be for minimum period, right? And what will be the minimum period?
A year.
A year. Thank you so much, Aparna, for sharing this. So for 1 year, we take one insurance. And what happens after a year?
We have to renew.
We have to renew. Thank you so much, Aparna. So we know that our insurance initially gets new. Okay. And then it is about to expire. We need to do what? Renew. Yes. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
So new policy and renewal are the part of insurance life cycle. Okay, what else may happen between new and renew?
We
What
can
may happen?
change the policy.
Change the policy. Thank you so much, Sawan, for sharing this. Let's have a round of applause for Aparna as well as for Sawan. Thank you so much for sharing, because you are thinking and you are able to share, and because you are involved. That's the reason. So this change can take place at any point of time, whether it has been renewed or not, whether it is in between or not, whether it is at the end or the beginning or not. Okay. This change is called as what? Endorsement. What it is called as?
Endorsement.
Endorsement.
Okay. So a policy can be new, a policy can be renewed, and policy can be endorsed as well. So endorsement may happen at any point of time after the policy has been taken or new policy has been issued. So now remember the word issued. We will be talking about it more in detail. For now, you need to understand this. A policy can be renewed, policy can be new just, and policy can be changed. That's the reason it is called as endorsement. What else may happen between new and renewed policy? And even after renewal.
You might even discontinue it.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Who said that? Ruby, was it you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's have a round of applause for Ruby as well. Thank you so much. So yes, so she said that you can discontinue. When she is discontinuing, what does it mean? She is canceling, isn't it? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else may happen? New policy, renew policy, endorse policy, and cancel a policy. Exactly. Are you able to connect with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So new is one phase, renew is one phase, endorsement is one phase, and cancellation is one phase. Now because it has been cancelled, now because it has been endorsed, now it has been renewed, what else may happen? After cancellation, what may happen? You can think and you can tell me.
You can reinstate it, I think.
Exactly. You can restart, you can reinstate as well. Let's have a round of applause once again for her. Thank you so much. Yes, you can reinstate. So one part is, by the way, are you able to connect everyone? Whatever I am saying, that is making sense to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
So new is there, renew is there, endorsement is there, cancellation is there, reinstatement is there. And when one thing can be reinstated, the moment reinstatement means restart, and restart may happen once things are cancelled, right? And also once things are renewed, whatever we have said so far, can it also apply on all the renewed policies? Renew is nothing but as equal to as new. After renewal, you may think of changing something inside the policy. Yes. Can you think of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That time endorsement will come into the picture. After renewal, you may think that I should cancel it. Yes. You may think of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That time cancellation comes into the picture, and the moment you cancel it, you may also think, oh, come on, let's get started again. Yes, that time reinstatement comes into the picture. Are you with me so far, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
So now understand, but before new policy, what happens? Have you ever gone to the any online insurance portal where
Yes.
all
Yes.
type of insurances are available from all of the companies, they are available, and the moment you punch in your name, your address, your location, and your profession, if at all asked, that time it gives you various codes. It gives you quotation for any business. There is always the first thing is called as what? Quotation. What it is called as?
Quotation.
Quote.
Yes.
Quotation.
So
Quotes.
quotation. So in the insurance industry, you get a quote first. Okay. And that quote is submitted to someone who verifies your all the questions which has been answered. And what exactly happened in front of that verifier, a person or a system who collects your information is called as what? Is called as a simple processor. What they are called as?
Simple processor.
Simple
Processor.
processor.
Okay. And sometimes they are also called as producer. So they have the access to policy information screen where you fill in your address information, your if you are going for vehicle, your vehicle information, or your property information if you are going for the property loan. Okay, then what happens the moment you enter it inside the background. Okay. And the age of the property, the age of the location, your location and property, and you yourself, your locality, everything is captured by the system. And the moment you click on the continue, what happens, there is an engine which is called as rate engine. What they are called as?
Rate engine.
Rate engine. That rate engine runs in the background and does all the calculation to produce a code for you. Okay. And that code is given in front of underwriter. In front of whom?
Underwriter.
Writer.
Yes,
Writer.
they are called as underwriter. So they need to approve it whether they can be issued the policy or not. And because various factors are involved, the rates have been run, they are understanding and reading you as a customer, that at what locality you are. Okay, whether you are a most frequent claim prone person. Okay, they also study your history. Okay. Why they will study you? Because based on your locality, based on age of the product, they will understand whether you should be given the insurance authorized or not. Okay. And until the insurance is not issued, it remain into the pending mode. Okay. And the moment they get a signal that it can be issued, first it becomes what? They need to receive payment from you. And during the receipt of the payment, it remains active. It is called as active. Okay. If any balance is due, that is get cleared through account information, where your account information is also captured. Okay. And the moment it is done, it changes the state from pending to active to issued. What becomes the final state of a new policy? Is issued.
Issued.
Issue.
But now remember, because you are sitting in the USA and we are talking about issuance, policy issuance, in few countries, this state changes as well. Because this policy is issued, sometime in the technical term, it is also called as bound. What it is called as?
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, bound, B-O-U-N-D, bound. Okay, B for balloon,
Okay.
B-O-U-N-D, bound. So issued, active, and bound based on the country, the status continue to change. It should not be always remain the same in every single country. Okay, the insurance industry decide after the new policy is issued, what kind of status I need to give priority to first. And they decide that whether I should call it just active policy or issued policy or the bound policy, or bound policy first, then issued policy second, then active policy third. So it continues to make different senses in the different country. Are you with me so far, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
these are the state of a new policy. And the moment new policy is done, because you said that endorsement happen at any point of time, even after renewal, even after immediate new policy, even after 6 months of that, and the moment it is happening for 1 year long policy, in between, what it is called, what is the term? Endorsement is one of the term, but for your knowledge, let me tell you, it is also called as midterm endorsement when it is happening in between of the entire term. 1 year is a term, so it is also called as midterm endorsement. What it is called as?
Midterm
Midterm
endorsement.
endorsement.
Midterm
Exactly,
endorsement.
exactly. And these endorsement will also changes its status. The moment endorsement is initiated, it is called as active policy. And the active policy after endorsement, after the changes, it is submitted. Okay, the moment submit happens, it again rate engine works over there and it rework on the premium, whether it has to be received more or whether it has to be refunded. Okay, and the rate and issuance of the policy gets completed through the back end, through the background. What exactly happens next? The endorsed policy become the active policy. Okay, through via active in account information, the bill settlement happens, the fund settlement happens. Okay, and then again endorsement will be bound, issued, or remain active. So what are the state of endorsement? From active to submit to bound or issued. Bound or issued, you should remember two keywords are issued or bound, bound or issued. What are two keywords?
Bound or issued.
Bound and
Bound or
issued.
issued.
Bound
Yes,
or issued.
yes. Now whatever you have just now seen for the endorsement, let's move to policy renewal. Now, policy renewal, the moment 1 year is about to get over, are you not intimated beforehand? And I'll tell you how long before you are intimated that your policy is about to expire. Kindly renew it through various messages. You get such kind of message, right?
Yeah.
Through
Yes.
email or through SMS. Have you ever
Yes.
received? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
part is called as renewal intimation. What it is called as?
Renewal
Renewal
intimation.
intimation.
Estimation.
Exactly. So in short, we also call it as RI in IT terminology. What it is called as?
All right.
RI.
RI means renewal intimation. Okay, or renewal invitation. Again, for renewal invitation, also there are the similar states. First, it gets activated, it is submitted, and then it is issued. Renewal invite is sorry, it's active, it's submitted, and then it is also accepted. First, so what happens? Renewal invitation is always sent either 60 days in advance or 45 days in advance or 30 days in advance. So sometime even in 90 days advance, it depends upon the insurance company what is the renewal invitation period they set upon. Okay, so they set upon the renewal intimation period, and based on that how much they have set, whether 90 days or 60 days or 45 days or 30 days, considering that days period, the renewal messages are triggered to the customer for requesting them to come and renew their policies. Okay, that is one of the feature for this renewal. The moment renewal intimation gets completed, then comes to the renewal part exactly. And they see that renewal is active, okay, because just before that renewal intimation was done or invitation was received. What exactly happened? Either it could be automatic renewal or manual renewal. Okay, manual renewal, customers consent are required. Automatic renewal, because all the finances and account are funded and activated by customer. The simple deduction may happen and automatically the policy gets renewed for further 1 year. But before it happens, it also has to be active, and then after active, it has to be bound and it has to be issued. So active, bound, and issued. Active, bound, and issued are the three states of policy renewal as well. So what are three states? Active, bound, and renewal. What are three states?
Active, bound, and issued.
issue.
Yeah, active, bound, and issued. Thank you so much. I said renewal. Thank you so much. So yes, so this happens for renewal, this happens for endorsement, this happens for new policy. Now two are remaining. What are those two?
Claims and billing.
Billing.
Okay, those are, but we also spoke about cancellation and reinstatement. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in
Yes.
cancellation, what happens? Again, cancel has to be triggered. It will be active, then it will be bound, and then it will be issued. Active, bound, and issued for cancellation. Can you repeat? Active, bound, and issued. Active, bound, and
Active,
bound,
bound, and
Bound and
issued.
issued.
for cancellation. And then comes to reinstatement. Again, reinstatement will undergo the similar states, and it will be also edited, it will be also triggered, and it will undergo the states of active, bound, and issued. What it will undergo? Three states.
Active, bound, and
Active,
issued.
bound,
active, bound, and
and
issued.
issued.
Superb. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering, everyone. Thank you so much. So because quote has the similar state, endorsement will have similar state, renewal have the similar state, cancellation will have the similar state, and reinstatement will also have the similar state. You have just now understood when billing information comes into the picture. During the quote itself, we capture the billing information. Their billing address are given, account information screen is captured by the insurance companies for the customer. But at any point of time, the customer can claim as well. What they can do?
Claim.
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 And claim is the
Claim.
another bigger engine in the insurance industry, where they need to add the loss notice. What they need to add?
Loss notice.
Loss notice.
Notice.
Yeah. So what kind of loss they have experienced, that needs to be submitted, where they will add the claimant information. Whose information?
The claimant
Claims
information.
Claimant information. And they will also add what kind of features they had availed, what coverage they had, and what kind of refund or claim they want to do. So all this information goes inside the claim system, and then the refund will be connected with the billing system, and whatever the claim will happen, if after inquiry if found is true, that settlement happen with the billing information. With what it is going to happen?
With the billing information.
With the
Billing
billing
information and the
information.
account information. So this is how, in short, claim is settled. Okay. However, there is a vast engine works in the back end, and when you will undergo this, so there is a lot of features will be involved into IT that you need to understand. But what else you can remember is to the easiest way, and the easy things are keying in or inputting the loss notice. Okay, what loss you are claiming about. It could be the property loss, it could be vehicle loss, it could be life loss, or it could be any product loss, it could be the partial loss, it could be complete loss. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So here we complete the policy life cycle. Okay. Any questions so far? Any
No.
question over here? No? All right. So what we are going to look at next, I don't want you to overwhelm. So here what we are going to do, here we are taking a pause. Okay. And next time when we are going to meet, we are going to work on the various things. Okay. And we are going to do some workshop. Okay. So next day will be week 7, and here we will be playing some game, doing some workshop. But before that, what I want you to do, listen very closely, and you need to do that. Everyone has to have an account with Trello. With what you should have the account?
Trello.
Trello. Can you take a
Trello.
note of it, everyone?
Yes, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will be guided to do some activity where you will be checked on something, okay? Whether you are going in the well direction or not, growing in well direction or not. You will be given directly some feedback by all of us together, okay? In fact, you yourself, just give me a second, let me plug the power. Thank you for waiting. Can you all hear me still?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So what I was I was talking about the game and the workshop we are going to do together is all about related with, it will be related with Trello. You must have your account in Trello, and those account can be the trial version. So before you connect on Tuesday, one day before, you can create the account, or even that is generally active for a week or 15 days or something like that. If you think to create even today, you can create that. Okay, so it is must for everyone to participate into the workshop, and this is going to be live. Are you very much clear with this, where you need to
Yes.
create the account? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So if you don't have any question, do you have any question, by the way? Who has question? Okay, who don't have
Gaurav,
question? Okay,
can you
Apan.
also show us Jira one time, like how to do
Okay,
easily?
okay, sure. So
Okay.
wait a second, let me pause this before I show you that. Okay. So this is not
Okay.
going to be on the record. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
unfortunately, Tejaswini, you are going to miss it, but you can repeat it. That is the good thing. So I'm going to stop screen share, and we'll try to open this at my end. And thank you so much, Ashwini, sorry, Aparna, for asking this.
Okay.
I will just wait a second. Let me fetch it. I hope it is not getting recorded. Let me see whether it is recording or not. Somehow my mouse pointer is not going to zoom. Okay, it is still recording, so I'm going to pause the recording, guys. So wait a second, and here I be clear with Jira now. Did you see it, Aparna? Well,
Yes.
Jira,
Yes.
yeah. So
Yes.
just it will give you the idea, and with Jira is one of the Italian product. There is one more thing is Confluence is the kind of a word processing where you can capture more of the data, daily meetings, or status, or status update, or during the daily sprint or daily scrum, you can also use Confluence. Okay, are you clear with this? Confluence and
Yes.
Jira as well. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So here
Thank you.
we are we are done with today's session. But before we wrap up, let me ask you, how would you like to talk about it? Because upon I was talking to you, I would love to hear from you. One word which comes in your mind, or what do you feel like saying about today's session? Aparna, over to you.
Gaurav, today's session was amazing and fantastic. The domain life cycle for healthcare and insurance was very, very interesting. Want to rewatch and learn more and do some self-research. Thank you very much.
Most welcome, Aparna. Call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Over to Sonali.
Sonali, what do you feel like saying?
Yes, today's session was very interesting, very informative. We got a very good idea about the domains, how insurance and healthcare, all these works. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna rewatch it, and I'll call Savan over to you.
Thank you so much, Sonali. Yes, Savan, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, today's session was very informative. I learned a lot about healthcare and insurance, and we'll definitely be doing some self-research on Swift messages for banking.
Yes, Savan. And what do you, who do you pass to now?
So sorry about that. Pratibha?
Pratibha,
Yes.
yes, Pratibha. What do you feel like saying?
First of all, thank you, Gaurav and Prerna, for the session. This is, as usual, all sessions are very interesting and informative. But today, I'm very happy to learn about healthcare domains and everything. Yes, and day by day, all sections are getting interesting. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, Pratibha. And can you tag to someone else?
Ruby? Oh,
Ruby,
sorry.
Ruby. Even though
Okay.
you are repeating, what do you feel like saying, Ruby?
Sir, as usual, there's so much more to learn. This is so helpful and so practical, now that I've been like given, interviews and things like that. I mean, initially, when I joined, I'm like, do we have to, kind of, really download, like even this Jira exercise, I've had people like asking me in interviews saying, please tell us, like, if it's a new project, how will you create it? What are the kind of issues and things like that? So until you've really kind of done it practically, you will never be able to crack those questions. So yeah,
Right.
any exercise, I think, you just got to do it on your own, just be self-paced, I think you should just get there.
Okay, and because Ruby is repeating, Ruby is facing some interviews. Ruby is doing fantastic. Ruby has done various, certification as well. Ruby, I want to ask you one thing, and this
Yes,
information would be helpful for others who are listening to you. Ruby,
of course.
tell me how much the summary videos have helped you. That just recording what you have learned and publishing it in the group. How much these have helped you?
Yes. One, that it's just, pumped up my confidence like so much. And secondly, most of these days, they are taking like those, video interviews. So yeah, speaking into a phone or speaking to somebody on the other end. So it kind of, again, like prepares you for all those interviews as well. It just boosts up your confidence. You yourself know, okay, how much do I know? Because sometimes I feel like the thought is there in your head, but are you able to communicate it properly? That is important. And those, when I was making all those videos, that's what kind of, got me there.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Ruby, for sharing this. Someone, do you think that what Ruby said from the previous batch is helpful after listening?
Yes, it
Thank
definitely
you.
did.
Aparna, do you think that what Ruby shared is really helpful after listening?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. Sonali, do you think that what Ruby shared is helpful for you as well after
It's
listening?
very, very helpful whenever we'll go for an interview. These kind of instruction we'll definitely keep in mind so that we can go easy with our interview session, everything. So yeah, very
Yeah.
helpful.
And I'm going to ask you because you have been posting your videos as well. Pratibha is also posting. I'm going to ask similar kind of question in the next batch. If surprisingly, like Ruby, you will hop inside in any of the session. Pratibha, did it
Yes,
help you as well? What Ruby said.
a lot, a lot, a lot.
Okay.
I mean,
Guys, like,
it's
just
very
let me tell you,
interesting.
you guys are like so lucky, so lucky. Oh my goodness, I mean, with Gaurav sir, like, being there, like, really, even all these exercises and all that we did, the one that I think you will do next week now with Trello, it has, like, kind of helped me face so many interview like questions. And really, I have, like, I think forwarded to Gaurav sir. I'm sitting right now with about like 5 of them, 5 offers.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
Wow,
congratulations.
that's amazing. Congrats.
That's
So
good.
it's,
Amazing.
Amazing.
there is no like believe me, I've spoken like to so many people, like the training quality and things like that. Oh my God, like terrible. You could be there for 6 months and not learn anything. Believe me.
Thank you so much, Ruby, for sharing this. These
And
are
I think
really,
Gaurav
really
sir, we went through how much, like 2 months of training
yes,
again.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Just
that's it. So you are excellent.
wow, amazing. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing this, Ruby.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Real,
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
Ruby.
much, for training us this way.
yeah,
Here,
and
one thing I would like to say, please have round of applause for Gaurav sir.
oh, thank you so much,
Yeah.
girls. Thank you so much, guys.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So, one thing I still remember what Ruby was sharing was,
Mhm.
that she was attending some of the sessions, some of the class from someone else, and she told me, do you remember that, Ruby?
Yes,
What did you say?
because sir, what was happening was that I was trying to get a scaled agile certification.
Hmm.
And then for scaled agile, at least in the US, they need you to get trained only via somebody who's certified by the scaled agile organization here.
Hmm.
So I had no choice but to go with someone besides like Guru Schools, because he was, of course, he was kind of he was certified actually by scaled
Hmm.
agile to teach. So you have to go through somebody else, and oh my God, I think I was messaging you in the middle of that training that this is I thought he
Oh,
was just kind of reading, just blankly just reading from a PowerPoint or something like that.
so how complicated does it sound? But it's still sometime interesting. But very rarely you will find someone will simplify the things and
Yes.
make it really
Yes,
powerful
see,
for us.
that is the thing, because we are all from that non uh, IT kind of background. It's so kind of important, like from us to understand it at a very like grassroots or some basic level. Like I still remember, like I have explained, because sometimes in the interview there are people interviewing who have no background actually about agile. They are more looking like for a agile coach or something, and they're like, oh my God, but how do I even explain it to them? And I remember your simple thing about how you explained to us, about the product backlog being a bread loaf, and we're going to like consume it into thin slices. And even over there they buy it because they say, oh, I love this analogy. It's so simple, that way to understand. So yeah, I mean, it's so practical. It's so I would say, like it's just, even a complex thing was made so easy, for us.
Thank you so much, Ruby, for recognizing this and remembering this and
It's
sharing
so
over here.
beautiful. I am so grateful, I feel so blessed, really.
Thank you so much for expressing, Ruby. Yes, so now you understand, and thank you so much for surprising me, Ruby. It was a surprise entry from Ruby. I was not aware she is going to participate and she is going to speak up. So yes, thank you so much once again. And yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
yeah, most welcome, most welcome. So one word which comes in my mind with the Ruby's entry is something is called as wow. Okay, I'm I'm like oh my God. So I was not ready to hear that you are going to express in this way. So thank you so much again for doing so. And remember, now you know the importance after sharing and listening from Ruby. If you can still play at your 100%, you can get anything, and only the
Yes.
barrier is there in your mind that whether you can do it or you can't do it. So and Ruby has done multiple things, and one thing I also wanted to really share over here, when Ruby was typing, the word she typed was, the classes were going on for safe, I think scaled agile, and she said so much bored she was. And here, despite this, you all enjoyed all the learning. So this is very important. Interestingly, enjoying and still learning and are still ready to do the exercise and show up the next day. So you are fortunate, I would say. Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence, and thank you so much, Ruby, especially for showing up and sharing this all. We'll again talk to you on when we are
Tuesday.
going to Tuesday. Yes,
Tuesday.
thank you so much, Savan. Very, very good night to all of you, and we'll talk
Good
to you
night.
soon. Bye,
Good
bye. Take
night.
care.
Good
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 night.
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 Thank
Good
Thank
you.
night,
you. Thank you,
everyone.
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Ruby, do you want to discuss anything? And you just hopped in just like that.
No, sir. Actually, more or less, I think I'm going to, take up that, something with that Humana insurance.
Mhm.
So, and because today I knew that, it's about time for y'all to discuss that again. So I just kind of wanted to again get a revision. So
Mhm.
that's why I kind of, got on to that, on this like particular call, because I just wanted to understand the whole procedure about how this, whole health insurance and everything works over here.
That's you picked up the very the very day on which we were discussing about the
Yeah,
insurance. Okay,
just a
cool.
revision.
Yeah, yeah, cool then. So, Ruby, I'm really excited and looking forward to getting a job. I don't know when, but yeah, please let me hear this soon. And by the way, because you hopped in, I have something special for you, and I hope I can stop the recording. So just
Sure,
allow
sure,
me.
sir.